Have you ever met a person and you didn't like them? I'm pretty sure we've all been there, but stop the show. Have you ever met a person and you didn't like them for no apparent reason? When I mean no apparent reason, I mean there's nothing about that individual that they've ever done to you. You don't know them personally. They've never said anything to you. They've never done you any harm. You just don't like them because for whatever reason, you just don't like them. And based off a few things, they're just not your person. But Steve Harvey is that kind of guy. It's very easy to dislike him, especially as a man when he says things like this.
See, these dudes kill me. That's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
Now follow that up with a book like Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. And most brothers look at Steve Harvey as a simp, a complete simp. It's not just men who feel like that. Even people in the industry dislike Steve Harvey. Somebody like Corey Holcomb.
But Steve Harvey comes like he got the answers to shit. Homie, you even admitted you was mad at Bernie now because they was funnier than you. Like if I was on there and I had been married 3 times, the whole world would love to be like, you been married 3 times. I don't never hear nobody say this about this man because they be caking for him. I'm saying like Steve perpetrates a real nigga. Right. But Steve, you're not a real nigga.
See,
if you are around an alpha, you're going to start some. I'm talking about Steve Harvey.
Right.
Yeah, Steve is like
he can only be in the room with betas. If you're around alphas, you're going to have a problem.
So when you hear things like that about this guy, what you believe is that this is confirmation biased. Here's a guy trying to give relationship advice or advice in general who pretty much is a failure with marriages and relationships. It's easy to get on Steve Harvey because you just don't like the guy. And when you hear about his wife, Marjorie Harvey, and her ex-drug dealer husband, and the fact that she had a baby by the cousin, it gives you even more confirmation bias that Steve Harvey is a complete simp. So when we hear that she's cheating on Steve Harvey, it's confirmation bias that tells us this is who we thought he was all along. But stop the show. What if all of that was wrong? Rewind, Nemo! Despite what we personally feel about this guy, he is a very successful individual, and you just can't get to where he's at by just pure luck. Steve Harvey has done a lot in his life to be who he is, but now these allegations of his wife cheating on him and him breaking up, it's went too far. He's even went so far to threaten people that he was going to sue them, and now it's so bad on his own radio show, he's addressing it, and he's really addressed it this time. Play that clip.
The woman I married is a good woman. She the best thing ever happened to me. She's God-fearing, she's loyal, she's faithful, and she's a kind and loving person. I don't care what nobody says. And y'all quit talking about she was in my other marriage and ruined it. She didn't. She was nowhere around that. My marriage, I got divorced in 2005. My marriage was over when the Kings of Comedy was out. Y'all ain't know that though, did you? It was over then. It wasn't worth a quarter then. It took us this long to get to the divorce. That's when the official paperwork came out. But in 2005, let me hip you to something. I had nothing. I lost the radio show we were on in LA on March 23rd, and I lost the only TV show I had May 10th. May 23rd, I lost the radio show, and May 10th, I lost the TV show. Steve Harvey had no money. Got with Marjorie again, New Year's Eve, met her, talked to her. She was with her kids in Hawaii. We got together in 2006. We had nothing. She didn't marry into no lap of riches. I had nothing. When I asked her to marry me at the end of 2006, and then she said she wanted to get married in 2007, I told her too soon. I got to get some stuff together. She said, what? I said, baby, I ain't really got nothing. I'm trying to build. She said, I'm going to get in there and build with you. We got married in 2007. Do you know what I was doing in 2007? Nothing. We had four stations in 2005. Four. We built this. All of us built this. We had 4 stations. We turned this into something. But that woman got down in that foxhole with me and turned this into something. In 2007, we got married. In 2008, we found out that somebody had stolen 7 years of my tax returns. I ain't gonna mention no names. And we owed the government $22 million and we in debt. But then guess what? She stayed with me in that. Then guess what? In 2009, I got Family Feud. In 2009, the book came out. In 2012, the talk show came out. I'm telling you, this woman got in the hole and built this with me. She didn't steal nothing. And I'm tired of y'all talking about my girl, because my girl is one of the best women I've ever met. And why you black ass people out there got these blogs like you just gonna destroy somebody, I don't really know what that's about. But don't worry about it, because it ain't working. Because all we are now, we are a tighter two-handed circle. Thank you for doing that. And you're not going to split us up. And we're not going nowhere. And she is none of what you said she is. And she the best chick I know. Now I'm defending her.
Now let me say this. For those of us who have read some parts of Steve Harvey's life or what we thought about his life, that's one thing. But he's talking about all of this stuff from the horse's mouth. He said when he got with Marjorie Harvey, he didn't have anything. He said when he found out that he owed $22 million in taxes, she stayed with him. She's the best woman that he's ever had in his life. And if he's defending her to that point, I'm going to tell you this. I believe him. He has no reason to lie about that. And we got to think about this, because if he said it, I believe it. But let's talk about something. How many of us got somebody that would do that for us? Now, again, he's talking about the fact that he didn't have anything with her. He was broke. He lost everything. And he got his life together and they built this. The only thing that I got to say to the man is salute. It don't matter that I think he's a simp or he's a sucker. The question is then, are other people going to believe it? And I think we can look at his success and then we can find out when he married her, he was considered a nobody. And he's a somebody now. So I'm not saying that, she helped his career, but if he said that she helped his career, there is nothing to think about. Because for how many people have we met in our life that came to us when we had nothing, and then you and them decided that you were going to go ahead and do everything and get to that point? That's crazy. I mean, most of us hardly ever find that kind of person. He did. So I would just want to do the manly thing and salute to the brother amongst all of this chaos and confusion. It doesn't matter what I have to say or what I think about him, because what I think about him is meaningless. The real truth is what he's talking about. If this black man said that the woman got with him when he did not have anything, and they got together and created everything, and he is who he is partly because of them doing this together, who am I or any other person to try to go out here and say that he's wrong or that's a cover-up? I don't believe that it's a cover-up. I do believe that you're going to have people out there who are hating, like Tasha K. Rewind, Nima. Because Tasha K and other bloggers, I'm going to tell you, they're miserable. While somebody like Steve Harvey has done the work to make his career progress, many other people have not done so. And that is exactly why people want to see Steve Harvey fail. Like, really, me, I don't really give a damn if he failed or not, because I'm in the genre. But as he said, him and his wife are going to continue to go forth. Now, again, there's another situation with Steve Harvey and his new adopted kids, mainly Lori Harvey and others, and his older kids. That's very similar to what happened to Brian McKnight. And of course, when Steve Harvey was not doing so well and was divorced in 2004 or 2005, he didn't have very much. But I will tell you this, many black men are not expected to become somebody again. And that is what he did. He became somebody again. And that's what he did. He became somebody again when a lot of people probably thought he wasn't going to become somebody. And boy, were they wrong. So my hat is off to the brother. He's doing his goddamn thing. He said that his wife is not who everybody says she is. He said it from his mouth, He's the only person that I've known that have been there. I did not know Steve Harvey at 2005. I do not live with Steve Harvey. If he said it, I believe it. So, hey, the woman is, been there. According to him, she might have made some mistakes before, but according to him, she is an honorable woman. She's been in his life. Not to say that she's perfect, but if she's honorable and stuck by this black man who did not have anything at his particular point in life, and now he's worth over $300 million, and she's been a consistent cog in that system, again, all I gotta do is appreciate and salute. But I don't know about the others, like Tasha K. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again for another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Our producer for all you do, subscribe to the bell. We're out.